right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then. Circle tight.
20 bucks, yeah.
Damn. So how was the weed situation over there?
Or New York?
Yeah.
I honestly think we got better weed out there on the street than the dispensaries out here. Except
Yeah?
for like cookies. I don't know, I'm a consumer too.
Okay.
But well now since they
Okay,
just,
but that's
we
a
used to
now
have-
though versus.
Yeah, but I
maybe
mean
back
we've
in the
always
day or
where I'm from I feel like puts out like the most like outdoor weed like in like the Northeast for the most part, you know
Well,
what I mean?
the climate is-
'Cause, yeah, like up in the mountains, but like people grow like on like the side of the thruway. They used to grow it like and like they tie it down and like and compete with the other plants and stuff.
Oh,
like you
sure.
don't even know, like grow it on other people's property.
Got you. Oh, that's how I just.
But like our outdoor, I feel like kills the indoor out here.
Well, you know what? I think the only problem that Vegas has, bro, is it's too dry.
That's what I
If
mean,
it could,
like-
if it could hold that part of the, like that stench and stickiness, because you could be sticky today and tomorrow you're like, oh, is that? Did somebody put a switch?
That
You
is
know
what
what I
it
mean?
is, because even breaking it up to like roll a blunt, you notice a difference like,
Right.
compared to out there. Well, our humidity's way higher.
Right. So I think that's really it, man. Because we were on the live the other day, and a bunch of people were asking about weed, and they were just like, "Oh, is it good out there? This and that," or they get their bud from Cali, and like I think we used to get our bud from Cali like a lot more, but I think now, with all the dispensary stuff and being able to grow in a certain capacity, you know what I mean, with these licenses, then we just grow our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's nuts out there. Like right now, like the last couple of years, because
They legalized it out there, didn't
yeah,
they?
well, because Cuomo had all like them women accusing him of being like a pervert, like trying to grab and stuff. So he's like, "All right, weed's legal now," like out of nowhere. So
He knows.
yeah.
that political bullshit. So he
Oh, who, like not Epstein or that fool with the nose though, huh? Is that who you're talking about?
no Cuomo, the whole
The
governor.
yeah.
Because they were
Cuomo.
trying to they did impeach him, but they were trying to impeach him, so he just like started giving people weed and stuff.
He's like, before I go, I'm legalizing marijuana,
so the laws are like
recreational.
Like weird, like, it's kind of weird, like until they figure out what they're gonna do. So it's like now, like when you walk through Times Square, you get offered weed like 30 times from like one corner to the next. It's insane. People are sitting out of milk crates selling it, like all day long.
I got hit up a few times today on Main Street. Yeah, hey, you want a pre-roll? $5. I was like, sorry, man, can't help you out, bro.
What is cool about it though is they made so the way the laws are, the first dispensaries that are allowed to open, you're not allowed to get a license to operate a dispensary or a grow op or whatever unless you did time for a drug, like for a weed charge prior to all of it.
You're
Which
not
is
allowed to?
No, you can. That's only people that are allowed to right now. Like you have to have went to prison for something
sick.
with weed. So it's pretty cool because they're
Yeah.
kind of making up for screwing with their lives over a plant. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
It's cool. They're like trying to redeem themselves.
Well, I mean, today, that's what they always get on Kamala Harrison about, when they, the federal still says that it's not legal, whatever. But at the same time, all these states that legalized it, you had fools that are caught with 5 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're doing 20 years, which 5 pounds, like, they'll probably give me a slap on the wrist right now. You know what I mean? Maybe because of priors or whatnot, they might say, oh, well, you know what I mean? But
Remember, like the late '90s, like people were doing like life sentences for like seed that were distributing seeds and stuff like that. Like,
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So that wasn't retroactive to where it kind of went back, but it didn't go back far enough to like, I don't know if the right word would be expunge like all of these dudes' sentences or get a sentence reduction, time served, like. This dude's from the 80s, from 84. He's serving a life sentence for having 2 pounds of weed.
Right.
Like, come on, like that dude's got to get let go. You know what I mean? He's missed his whole life over, and now we can walk down the street and smoke it.
That judge is smoking weed.
Right.
That sentenced him.
Well, right. Damn, I didn't even think about that, bro.
Like, oh, too bad.
Oh my God. He's like, sorry for you. That was a younger version of me. If it was up to me, right? Like, yeah. Right. Oh, that's funny, man. Damn, we've been on the East for a while, huh? I like that. Damn. See how art can bring people together?
Art and smoking weed.
Art and smoking weed. Well, the art brought us together, though.
Yeah.
The art did. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
man.
art battle's awesome for that. Like I don't even like. I just like. I mean, I don't even give a shit if I win or not. It's just cool.
I
like,
do.
You know what I mean? It's cool.
I'll keep it 1,000 with you, my boy.
It's
I
cool,
do.
like the networking opportunities and stuff you can get from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I take all of those. I take any. I mean, if y'all don't know by now, I don't give a shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm better than you or better than you or anything. I'm just always gonna carry that. Doesn't matter. Like, especially when we're going in that mode. Like, what's up, bro? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? You know, we hit it off. We were chopping it up. Talked to other artists. You know what I mean? Cool. You know, I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Did I? Every person's name that was on there that I could go and look at their stuff, did I do that? Absolutely. I went and looked at it and like, okay. So, I mean, I already knew a little bit about you before I even started talking to you. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you did the same approach or not, but I mean, for me, that's, yeah.
Yeah. Once they put up the little flyers for each
Yeah, yeah.
artist, I usually look through everybody's stuff.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, that's what I told him too. I was like, this dude Josh is probably gonna be the one who's gonna compete with you.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
just
that
I
is
was
exactly
not-
what he said, bro.
I was not prepared for that one at all. I've been going through a bunch of like personal stuff lately, and like I was living in like Airbnbs for a little bit. bouncing
Yeah, you
around.
were telling
So
me.
like, I didn't really get to like. I hadn't painted in like probably like a month and a half. So like my
Okay.
paintbrushes are like hard as hell too. And I like as soon as
Oh, yeah, you
and
just
I
took
had
them
to-
right from the last use
and I
and
had to
shit,
pee
huh?
right before we started. So like I come out of the bathroom and everybody's all like ready. And I'm like, oh damn, I gotta hurry up and rush. And then as soon as I start, I'm like, oh, I fucked up. Like
Yeah. Because you got to have it wet and shit.
Well, my
like-
brushes are all hard from painting with them before, so
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? It was like,
and then like you want to like I don't know, I don't even paint like that. I've been at the house painting with brushes. Like cool, what's up? I went and dropped the one I made. I'm using the paintbrush. You know what I mean? I don't. So that shit was crazy as heck, bro.
Yeah, you killed it with your piece. I love that.
Man, it's the beat was tight, but man, the homie. Not that the homie called me out or something, but like I didn't know to like paint. I did know this and I didn't know it, but I didn't know like paint. Two things I learned. One was the term. Have you ever painted wet on wet? Wow, no, I know what wet means, but I mean wet on wet. I knew what he meant. And then the second thing was, like, I gotta leave it either white or put a white foundation before I put like that yellow or like some of those colors. Maybe like a pink might do the same thing too. You know what I mean? Like I might want to put some white down or something before I put that on, and then it's all wet.
Like, the thing is, too, is like we're using acrylic, and like, usually if I paint El Prima, it's with oil after I already put down an acrylic base. It's weird doing it with acrylic because of the consistency, so it's like you gotta break it down with water and like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes it's all like paste. It's kind of, excuse me. It's all, it can be like pasty.
Yeah, like cake batter.
Yeah, and you want. I gotta add water to it, but then I don't want it too watery. But anyways, yeah, that shit was tight. So the art brings us all together. It brings us all together, dog. The art battle, that was dope. I think it was all tight. Everything there was tight, man. Painting, I've been painting it like every day with all the acrylics and stuff. So I've never painted with oils. I've water painted, you know what I mean, because of the tattoos and shit. But like
They should have gave second place like a prize, like some paint or something.
I call it second place, bro, because I
Usually
really
it
don't
will-
even know if it I believe so. I think it's on there. You can go and look at it. I think it is that way.
When I had done it before, I guess like they'll throw you like an opportunity to make money like down the road, you know, like they
Right,
had,
okay.
when I did it before, they hit me up and they're like, you want to come and do like live painting on a stage like in the middle of the mall with a couple people, and I'm like, yeah, cool. Went there for
Yeah,
an hour,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Paid me for it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, well, I
Money
think
too, like
yeah, man. The lady, it's that lady though. She's the one that does all that, you know. Like, so yeah, that's tight. Did you sell your canvas?
nah.
You didn't sell, oh man.
No, we ended up raffling it off. Birdie had a fundraiser. I can't remember what the organization was.
Oh, there was the next day, huh?
Yeah, so I told her she could raffle it off down there just because I'm like, I'm living like 40 minutes north right now, and I'm like, I ain't driving all the way down there.
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
And I
Forget
got so
that.
much unfinished shit laying around. Like,
Yeah, I know. Why do we always have so much unfinished shit?
it's because like once I can see where I'm going with it in my head, I'm like, it's kind of like
Yeah, you come to that block or
done it
something.
over with for me. Like,
Yeah, I like. See, I didn't know. I didn't. So, have you painted with Birdie before, or do you know her before? Do
I
you-
thought that she had been at all the art battles I did, but she said no. She said I only did one with her. I feel like it might have been. I I think we did a art. I'm not positive, but it could have been from. There was an art show over. I can't remember the name of it. It was called like The Sign. Like they gave us all these wooden Vegas signs, and we had to do whatever we wanted. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's on my Instagram little bubble.
Damn, that's tight. See, I want to be involved in all
But
that.
I feel like she was part of that because she looks super familiar to me. Like I know that wasn't the first or second time I'd seen her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was she painted the first round, but she had that a jean jacket with and it said Birdie on it. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's another artist. Yeah, she was an artist too, right there. I don't know. I didn't know. I mean, we had this conversation kind of between me and the homie before, but I didn't really know the other artists. And I don't know, bro. I want to go to any one of those functions. It's not just to like go compete, but I like that setting because it's a challenging. It pushes you to do the next thing. Like, okay, man, we won here, we won there. Oh, damn, we came up short, but you know what I mean? Like, we trying to battle. I don't know. My mindset is like that.
Right.
Is that all graffiti? Is it graffiti and tattoo art and shit? Or tattoos is kind of it's competitive too because all the other dudes in the shop are. Do you guys talk shit to each other like, oh man, look at that tat you did the other day? That shit was whack.
Sometimes, but not like. I don't know.
Have you been in like a cholo shop?
Yeah.
Cholo shop. Have you been in Cholo shop, bro?
I actually liked working more of.
Not
like the black and cholos kill it with black and gray. You know.
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like I picked stuff up like super fast from them. You know what I mean? It's like fucking John Smith ain't gonna give me the same information as this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Do you know who John Smith is? No. You don't know who John Smith is, dog?
I don't. I thought it was a made-up name. I thought it was Smith.
Oh yeah. Nah, I don't know who he is either.
Oh.
No. John Smith is like from Pocahontas, right? John Smith. Like
fuck
fuck that. Hey, that's funny. You ever been in a cholo shop, homie? Straight up. Nah, I just meant, not like you ain't never been in there. Yeah, how high are your socks, homie? Yeah, no, because there's difference, dog. You could be in this for like this. I just mean like the setting could be like completely different. But I know in those type of shops and like even with the other like greaser homies and other still we just talk shit. Yeah, we do. We talk shit. We talk a lot of shit.
That's like a jail thing. You go to jail, everybody's just talking shit, clowning, roasting. At least like in process and that type of shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're getting roasted.
Going to court, fucking
Oh yeah.
bagging on each other and shit. Till someone gets mad.
Yeah, that fool. Wait, what the fuck, fool?
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's gotta go south. All right. Well, let me see some. Sorry.
You guys hear about the UFO mothership that the Pentagon was talking about?
The UFO. What'd you just say to me, y'all?
What you say about my mama?
Yeah, what'd you say about my mama?
No, the Pentagon released a statement saying that they believe that there's a mothership in space that is releasing little ships to come to Earth.
Sorry.
I don't know. I just thought that was
Hold on.
some theory shit.
What the homie's trying to say is that they're saying that there's a spaceship,
a big spaceship
in space.
Or even like in our clouds, you know what I mean? Or it could be like kind of
In our clouds?
hidden and shit. Yeah.
I heard something too that like either Venus or Mars, like one of them planets, they think it's hollowed out and there's like extraterrestrials living inside of it.
Oh, word?
Oh.
Which
No,
planet? Venus or?
Either that
I
or
know
Mars.
like Saturn is like the Satanist religion kind of like beliefs and but Saturn, Mars, yeah.
I mean, that sounds crazy as hell.
Yeah,
I think they're probably like, because isn't Mercury or one of the ones before us?
Venus and Mercury, yeah.
Right, Mercury I think has like the atmosphere is fucked up or it has some type of poison or something or gas. I don't know. I'm stoned.
I just saw something today, like an article. It's like NASA thinks there might be a ninth planet, and I'm like,
There is,
feel
I
like,
thought.
yeah, there's already a ninth planet.
I mean, there's only 4 elements of hip hop. I know.
Yeah.
Pluto's the last planet, and didn't they say there's another one
Yeah,
after
there's
that?
another one, and then it's
Now they're
like-
saying there's another one.
I don't know.
What do you think they want? You think they're really gonna do like the Project Bluebeam or some shit, or you think it's actual fucking shit from an unknown planet?
What do you mean? Say that again.
So you know what Project Bluebeam is? Project Bluebeam.
Homie, what are you saying?
Project Bluebeam is like a fucking conspiracy theory that they think that they're gonna project like aliens or God. You know, it's like a projector of how they have the new technology of fucking holograms,
Okay.
holographic. So they think that the theory, one of the conspiracy theories, is that they're gonna do holographic projection and project like God or like fucking UFOs coming down from space, but it's not gonna be real.
Oh, it'll be the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
And it's just like, just to get people to do a one world government and kind of,
Well,
put all the money together, all the fucking.
well, they are. What they're gonna do is go call it a pandemic, and you've already signed over your rights. And we're gonna come in hostile, take over your country, because we're the the alphabet people.
Right.
And sorry, you got me on that, dog, but. They are gonna do that. I mean, I seen some videos where they're projecting like shit in the sky, like, and it looks like really real. Like, I don't know. Have you seen anything like that?
No, but I saw that balloon that they just shot down.
Oh.
Remember EDC a couple years, that makeup one from the pandemic?
That's the one.
There
I
was a
at.
moon like that, like, and I got a video of it on my phone, like it's going up and down, and I'm like, that's not the actual moon, but I'm like, how are they? It's like a security drone or something, but like, where's the actual moon? How are they blocking that?
Oh shit.
Because we got a flat Earth.
Yeah, well, there's like a time that there's a time in like history that the recordings that there was no moon. Like they say that the moon just came out like a few thousand years ago.
Oh, I never heard that one, but I mean, I have heard that they said that it was like placed there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have heard.
Right.
That like it's not real in that sense.
Because it doesn't move or do certain things that every other planet. Like every other planet's supposed to be spinning and flying through the fucking, but that shit stays still. Like it don't make sense.
It just stays. So the moon goes around us.
Yeah, but you know how we're spinning while we're going through, and we're spinning in circles this way and spinning at the same time and fucking projecting straight, supposedly.
Right. Well, we're not going straight. We're like going in an orbit, but the orbit is like a offset orbit, and it's going like that, like
yeah, it's
around
all going straight, yeah, and at the same time spinning.
Right.
You see, we just lost like a chunk of the sun the other day too.
Oh yeah, or some shit like that. Like a piece broke off. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So it's just sun rays, sun flares, or what is it? But hold on. Pump the brakes. Is there a brake button? We need one of those. We need a brake button. Huh? Bro, there's a mothership in in the sky. Is that being projected then?
I mean, I don't know. They've seen it. That's the thing. It's hard to find. I've been trying to look exactly what they were saying, but you just kind of find like small articles and they just say the basics.
So a couple years ago, me and my roommate out here during the pandemic, I'm sitting on the ledge of his balcony in his bedroom, and he's like on his computer, and there's this thing that it looks like a missile going up in the sky, and I'm like, dude, are we going to war right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, this thing like morphs, turns into this like it was like a steampunk blimp. Like it almost looked like the Yellow Submarine, like the Beatles thing, but like steampunk. Like
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
I've seen in my life, like glistening and stuff, and these tentacles were like coming off of it, like.
Bro, where were you on, bro?
Swear to God, we weren't on anything.
That day we weren't.
This is the best part. Like I afterwards, he's like, record it, and I'm like, I can't even think to get my phone. So then I go out on the ledge and I'm trying to record it, and all these helicopters go chasing it. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, dude, somebody else had to see this. I go on YouTube and I type in like UFO tentacles Las Vegas, and this lady had seen it a few years before, but like. The lady that they put on the news, they're kind of like mocking her to like, you know what I mean? Like this.
But was her description
describing the same thing we saw?
Right. That's like DMT, huh? When they go in the dream.
Yeah.
And they could, two people's dream a trip, and they're describing the same entities, right?
Right.
And you didn't even know.
My son has actually had a dream. We had the same dream the same night, and he's out in New York. I had it out here of there's a woman on like a thing like at the circus where they throw axes at him and like intentionally miss him out at Seven Magic Mountains, and my son has no idea what that is. So he's like, yeah, and I dreamed last night, and I'm like, what? And he like so he draws me a picture of Seven Magic Mountains, and his mother sends it to me, and I'm like, get that? Like he doesn't know anything of that, like where, you know what I mean? Like insane. But I had Googled it, and I guess it's not common, but when it does happen, it's between like a father and child or
ESP.
mother and daughter type
ESP?
thing. I don't know.
Oh, well, you said you Googled it, so I just want to know.
I don't remember what it was called.
Well, okay, so, all right. Like, That's how we can telepathically
So
communicate.
that's like like telekinesis.
Telekinesis, like ESP and shit like that. So, like, there's ways that we do that, and it's between like, the parent and the child, because like, you could be in the studio doing something, and your daughter's in the house, and she's safe, but you have a premonition, right?
like how twins do.
Right, so to speak. So you can go in there and she needed your help. So like there was like that telekinesis. So we've been able to like speak in that way. So and that was almost telepathically. She needed you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You couldn't hear her nothing, but she needed you.
Yeah.
And you were like, hold on, let me go and check this out. You know what I mean? So in a form we can speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, so you and this lady had the same vision of something in the sky.
Yeah,
With
my
tentacles.
roommate, we both saw it together.
Damn, bro. I mean, we see stuff all the time, but
But Vegas is weird because it has the fucking air base, so you're just like, is it them? Like.
And they say there's like the tall grays or whatever that live out here. You ever heard of that?
I mean, I know what the grays are, but I didn't know the tall or whatever. But were they chilling with us?
Supposedly they live in Nevada. It's like, I guess our climate and like ecosystem and stuff or whatever is like the closest to like their planet or something.
Bro, I think like the Earth probably has so many like hidden talents, so to speak. Like we just use it for like, and then whatever minerals we can make like steel and this and that, like what we've learned about it.
Right.
But we could probably operate the Earth like use the Earth in a different functionality. Wow, right? Like some different like, all right, we got windmills, we got solar, like but we're still taking that from somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
You are